Alright, what's up everybody? So we are doing something pretty new and exciting here on the channel today. Namely, I'm gonna be reacting to my very first movie. And I guess that's kind of the thing. I've really wanted to start doing this already a while ago when I started with this reaction channel and stuff. But the odd thing is actually that I've always been a huge fan of storytelling. The thing, however, is that gaming was always my medium, and so I had this gaming channel in the past that I ran for many years, and again, I always managed to get my sort of storytelling fix out of it. The big PlayStation franchises, that's why I have all these collectibles behind me here still about those franchises, right? Uncharted and Death Stranding and God of War, and I've always loved that stuff. But the odd part is that for some reason, yeah, I never really, I just haven't seen all that many movies. The catalog of movies I've seen is surprisingly small, right? And so when I find myself asking people for recommendations and stuff, which I did on the channel, then I always find that 90% of the movies being mentioned I haven't even seen. And that's honestly great for this channel, because that means there will be lots for me, lots of content and lots of stuff to react to still in the future here. But I very much just look forward to I guess catching up is almost how I see it. I feel like there are so many, classics from the past, or just, recent names that I heard in the past couple years and I never bothered seeing what they were actually all about. And so, again, I just very much look forward to catching up on a bunch of different stuff and, different genres. We're going to start off with something here a little comfortable, I guess, because I got into anime obviously with Attack on Titan, right? And so the audience that's here now is very much centered around that. So I figured starting off with an anime movie would be good, right? At the same time, I have a bunch of, like I said, different genres listed down, and I already have a pretty huge list here in front of me of movies that I'm actually going to be reacting to. The first one that I picked is called Your Name. And I saw this being recommended a couple of times. I did not bother to look up anything about it because I obviously want to be as surprised as possible when watching it. The only thing that I saw was like a sentence or two basically describing the main premise, which is apparently that it's about like a boy and a girl being able to switch bodies or something, or that maybe they find themselves like randomly waking up in each other's body. So, it sounded weird but fascinating at the same time, right? And I figured like, oh yeah, that might be a funny one or a good one to start off with. Again, I don't really know what to expect. I'm still relatively new to anime in itself, with Attack on Titan being my first anime show that I've really, dived into. So, yeah, that basically says it all, I think, and so therefore there's not really too much more for me to get into, because I'm just gonna let myself be surprised there. Now, that being said, if you enjoy my reactions and you actually want to watch this entire movie with me, I obviously have to cut it up here for the YouTube version to avoid copyright, but you can, however, watch the full-length reaction with me as well. That one will be over on Patreon on the lowest tier, so that's something you can be looking into, if you want to. And that being said, as I already said, I will have, or my plan basically is to react to a movie once a week moving forward on Wednesdays. And so the next 4 movies will already be up on Patreon, actually. Now, those, as I already talked about, are going to be of different genres as well. So the next ones coming up will be Parasite, Saving Private Ryan, Toy Story 3. That's actually, maybe a bit of an interesting one, because I was a huge Toy Story fan in my childhood. Like, I remember those first 2 movies being I have such nostalgia for them, but I never actually saw the third one, even though I know it was kind of supposed to end the trilogy at the time that it was. There was a 4th one still being made afterwards as well. But that one will be coming up. And then there is A Silent Voice. I think that's also an anime movie. That a lot of people told me I should definitely be checking out. So those 4 will actually already be up on Patreon. Of course, like I said, if you enjoy my reactions, you can support me there. Already watch those right away if you want to. But with that being said, let's get into this first movie reaction here today, which is, like I said, going to be Your Name. Here we go. That's a pretty beautiful visual already, man. What are we looking at? It's like a meteor or something.
見ていたはずの夢はいつも思い出せない。ただ
何かが消えてしまったという感覚だけが目覚めてからも長く残る。
Sensation that I lost something.
あの日、星が降った日、それはまるで
夢の景色のように。
When they say that day, I just am immediately reminded of Attack on Titan. I can't help it. Okay, well, interesting cryptic thought, I guess. I will say, like, I really like the art style of this movie already. I can't quite put it into words, but the way that sort of like the skies look, I mean, it looks very large. Does that make sense? Like everything in this, yeah, they're constantly showing these really wide open environments and stuff. Very colorful as well.
覚えてない名前は三葉
I'm guessing that was like an encounter they had, or... Oh wait, is this already the boy waking up in the girl's body or what? Oh my god.
お姉ちゃん何しとるの？いやすげえ本物っぽいなって。何寝ぼけとるの？ご飯早起きない
Let's be honest, this is literally the first thing we would all do when we would wake up, and it turns out that we're in the body of a different gender.
食べ過ぎかな。まあ、いっか。
今日は普通やな。
え？昨日はやばかったもんな。ちょっと何？1200年に一度という彗星の来訪がいよいよ一月後に迫っています。
That's the comment we saw in the beginning then.
行ってきます。
Guess they're going out for school or something. These are really like fantastic visuals, man, I swear.
そうや、ちゃんとおばあちゃんにお祓いしてもらったんか。
お祓い？
あれは絶対狐つきやな。
なんでもオカルトにしんの。何の話？
何ってお前。
そして何よりも集落再生事業の継続、そのための町の財政健全化。三葉、胸張って歩かんか。
So that's her dad? Okay, so her dad is like running for mayor? But it mentioned, the guy mentioned something about he'll be re-elected anyway or something, right? Or what? Is he talking about the dad being re-elected again because he already was? Or the one who's mayor now? If it's not him. Who are you? Thank God they wrote it in English too.
今日は自分の名前覚えてるのね。覚えとらんの？あんただって昨日は自分の机もロッカーも。
Ah, okay. So yesterday the guy was in her body or something, right? And then today she finds herself basically in her usual body, her actual body. I guess they had switched sides.
もう私この町嫌や。狭すぎるし、濃すぎるし。
Small.
卒業して。
I'd love to live here. I mean, the town itself must be small, but again, the place seems huge.
本屋ないし、歯医者ないしな。そのくせスナックは2軒もあるし。
Two pubs.
嫁は来ないし。日照時間は短いし。こんにちは。こんにちは。
It's cool because I feel like I'm kind of learning, if that makes sense, about Japanese culture as well. A little bit from this. Because I also am not too familiar with it myself. I mean, obviously I've seen things, but assuming that this can kind of be compared to it, but I guess so.
やあ、
いや。
It's an interesting ceremony, but I don't really know, like, why they're supposed to do this.
世界最古の酒なんやって。米を噛んで吐き出して放置しとくだけで自然発酵してアルコールになるんやさ。
口噛み酒。
It's like a spiritual ritual, I guess.
私絶対無理。
It's a little bit gross, but I guess it's an actual thing and it works, so Yeah, she badly wants out of here. That's clear. But it's interesting she's screaming that because it seems like that's already what's going on, is that they keep switching bodies, right? Because it was again mentioned at least that a particular guy, the particular guy, I guess, who we will be introduced to still was in her body already or something that day before. I'm guessing that would be the other way around too, but I'm not sure. Oh wait, maybe this is actually like the next day now, and now he's gonna be waking up and it's the girl in this guy's body or what? I guess she got what she asked for then.
ないや、ある。
Oh no. Yeah, I know what it feels like.
お前、今日飯当番だっただろ？寝坊しやがって。
Who the fuck are you?
遅刻でも学校はちゃんと行け。
I'm not sure if whether to call this person he or she now, but she seems more accurate. So she wouldn't even know where to go now, probably, how to spend her day. It's just like, oh shit, I gotta go to school or something. I don't even know where school is. I'm guessing we're in Tokyo.
東京や。
Yeah, that's definitely one of the places I would want to go to at some point.
ターキ。
飯行こうぜ。メール無視しやがって。
司くん。
くんづけ。
Yeah, that's how she was able to figure out his name now, because she just remembered from the text, so
お前さ、どうやったら通学で道に迷えんの？
I guess he will guide her now.
私。
私？
私。僕。俺。
Oh god. They really had to like... They weren't satisfied with the language he was using until he said the exact right word. Guy. Because that's probably what he would say.
ああ、手がかかってんな。
That's some cute dogs.
ターキ、決まった？
このパンケーキ代で俺1ヶ月はくら。
I mean, how much money do you have? That's maybe a good question to ask yourself.
まあいっか。夢やし。
It's a dream anyway.
どうしよう。俺バイト遅刻だって。
お前のシフト今日か。
早く行ったら。
Didn't even know.
俺のバイト先ってどこやっけ？
は
I mean, by now these guys surely must see that something is up, right? Oh, in the kitchen or something? Oh, as a waiter.
ズッキーニと。
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be so messed up. You're gonna be fired on the spot.
この夢いつ覚めるんやさ。
Hey, that's also part of that city life, I guess. Always busy.
ちょっとお兄さん。
はい。
ピザにさ、用事が入ってたんだけど。
でもイタリアンの。
I was gonna say, who would have put in that toothpick then?
お客様、どうかなさいましたか？お代は結構ですので。
そ
お怪我はございませんでしたか？
奥寺さん。
先輩だろ。
奥寺先輩。さっきは。
今日は災難だったね。
奥寺さん、そのスカート。
Oh, he got it? What the hell? I was only gonna say, what was that knife about?
先輩、ちょっと。
おい、タキ。
Or razor or whatever it's called.
スカートを脱いでください。向こう向いてますから。
Yeah, you can't do that like this. Oh, showing off his nice, what's that called? Like sewing or something? Or sewing? I forget what the word is in English, but the skills at least, showing it off.
今日の君の方がいいよ。女子力高いんだね、滝くん。
豆やな。いいな、東京生活。
Yeah, I can't say that's one of my great qualities, being organized. So it definitely would be nice to see what that's like.
片思いかな。
I guess she's actually helping him now get her attention. Is this how they like communicate? So, and then they wake up and then they see the message every single time? That's so fucking cool, honestly.
なんだこれ
And now we're gonna see the guy being his regular self, right? Okay.
なんだこれ
Okay, I get it now. I was honestly so confused in the beginning of this movie. Like, okay, what is actually like really going on right now? And now I'm into it.
なんか可愛かった
Fuck.
なんすか
てめえタキ抜け駆けしやがって
昨日お前ら一緒に帰っただろ
Are they all jealous or what?
入りますお疲れ様ねタキくん
Uh-oh. They're all so mad. He got the wink.
なんか視線を感じるんやけど
What did she do now?
これってもしかして本当に
私夢の中であの男の子と
俺は夢の中であの女と入れ替わってる
Interesting how we get a music montage now once again in between.
それでも俺たちは確かに入れ替わっている
I did that? I mean, something has to be up with this comment, right? Because we saw it for a reason in the beginning, I would think.
三つ葉四つ葉結びって知っとるかわしらの作る組紐もせやから神様の技時間の流れそのものを表しとる神様と人間をつなぐための大切な
I swear, man, this just looks so beautiful. It really does. This kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild a little bit.
ここから先は隔離を
え
あの世のことやわ
口紙酒
That's the stuff they made with the rice,
お
right?
供えするんやさ
Okay, so this somehow has a connection then to the phenomenon of waking up in the other person's body, I guess, but I'm really not sure what to make of it all so far, though.
奥寺先輩何のことまさかまたミツハが
Did she arrange a date for him? Yep. I'm guessing he doesn't mind that too much.
タキくん
うわ
ごめん待った
はいいや
I love how these Japanese boys are always so awkward. At least portrayed like that in these animes.
私が行きたい
Oh, that's what I would definitely hate though. Like, yeah, having seen some of the videos of public transport over in Japan and how busy it is in there, Jesus, man. I could not do that. So somehow it's all that like spiritual stuff that's linked, I guess, to this whole thing.
タキくんって違ってたらごめんね
はい
君は昔私のことがちょっと好きだったでしょ
え
そして今は別の好きな子がいるでしょ
いませんよ
Is she saying that just because he's acting differently then? Or, yeah, I don't know. Could it actually be that now we're gonna see these two characters that we're following somehow being in love with each other or something? I mean, nothing's really indicated that yet, though. Obviously, they're spending a lot of time communicating now together this way, though, and making jokes and stuff, but... He can actually call her?
そっか水星今日が一番明るく見えるんやっけちょっとどうしたのみずは
髪が
やっぱ変かな
She got it a little bit shorter, I guess. That looks beautiful, man. Oh shit. Maybe he's gonna like see the same comet now and stuff.
俺と三葉との入れ替わりは起きなかった。
Oh. Yeah, suddenly you find yourself back living your normal life without the constant interruptions, I guess, and that must be kind of weird getting back used to that. But the question is obviously why is it not happening anymore? I mean, clearly it has something to do with that comet. So he's going over
メ
there?
ル友っていうかそりゃ方便で。ぶっちゃけて愛計か。ちげえよ。
詳しい場所はわからない？手がかりは街の風景だけ。
はい。
He literally just has to like find out just by the visuals of the environment, I guess.
なんか全然見当違いなことをしているような気がしてきて。
Ooh, maybe this person will know where that is.
ああ、いいともりやな。
まさか。
もしかしてあの彗星の？
But did that like recently happen, or was that like a long time ago, or? Damn. Holy shit, man. Jesus Christ. But when did this happen?
3年前に何百人が死んだあの災害。
3 years.
秋だって覚えてるだろ。
3年前に死んだ。まさかあいつの書いたメモだってちゃんと。
They're gone. Oh shit. They're literally being wiped as he's looking at it. But I'm trying to figure out, when was it that they were switching for him? Like, how many... Has it been 3 years? I don't think so. I think it's been less than that in his experience. But I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I imagine that, you know, if he had actually stopped switching and then suddenly he should be finding out then that day that this comet hit this place, right?
この子なの？絶対何かの間違いだよ。だってこの人3年前に亡くなってるのよ。
つい 2,3 週間か前に彗星が見えるねって。
Yeah.
こいつは俺に言ったんです。
滝くんのそれももしかして組紐？
あ、これは確かずっと前に人からもらって。
Don't tell me that's hers.
あの場所なら。
Maybe if I go what? You can't go back in time, can you? I wonder what he's going to be up to now then. I mean, he's going back to the site, clearly, but what's his plan going to be there? Oh, that's the place actually they visited.
俺たちが運んできた酒だ。こっちが妹で、こっちが俺。
Oh, wow. Still there.
時間がずれてた。
Yeah, that's what I figured.
あいつの半分。
Are you gonna have to drink that or something? Get drunk now? Because they said it would turn into alcohol or something, right? Sake.
彗星。
Okay, we're literally seeing her birth now.
三葉、彗星が落ちる前に町から逃げるんだ。三葉、逃げろ。三葉、三葉、三葉。
So he was like warning her in time. Maybe she did like manage to make it out because of that. There was mentioned how nobody lived in the town anymore, but again, maybe she actually was able to escape still in that moment or something. Oh, he just woke up in her body again, or what?
お姉ちゃんまたおっぱい。
I feel for her little sister. Every time she has to check whether her sister has completely lost it again or not.
今夜まだ間に合う。
Oh.
おはよう、三葉。
Okay, so this is the day off, I guess. Okay, I guess she's warning everybody now or something. Would she still be able to like save everyone or something, I wonder?
そんなことよりこのままだと今夜みんな死ぬ。だから私たちで爆弾
What?
だから学校の放送室から街中に避難
Are they gonna like threaten everybody with that? I mean, I guess it's the only way.
隕石小屋。1000年前、少なくとも一度はこの場所に隕石が落ちたんや。
そうだ。だから
So that lake was like originally already kind of where a meteor had hit or a comet? Because it always kind of looked, yeah, interesting to me how you had that lake and then the comet hit and it formed just a second huge puddle there or whatever you want to call it.
市内の病院で医者に診てもらえ。その後ならもう一度話を聞いてやる。
バカにしやがって
Oh shit.
三葉。いや、お前は誰だ
I guess that was very out of character. But it might be a way to convince him. Oh, he's still lying there or what? You really wonder what's gonna happen the moment that they actually manage to meet each other. Oh, I guess he's back in the sort of current timeline. Oh, now she is realizing that she died and that... Okay. This is getting complex, man, I gotta say.
ちょっと東京行ってくる。え？今から？なんで？デート。お姉ちゃん、東京に彼氏おったの？夜には帰るから。すいません。
Is that him? All these different timelines we're seeing now, man. This is crazy.
滝くん。
え？
私。
Was this the scene we saw at the beginning?
誰？お前。
滝くんなのに。
変な女。
I mean, that's the only reaction you could have in that moment.
あんたの名前。
Oh yeah, that's what we saw. Ah yeah, and that's where he got the... Right. See, again, we saw this in the beginning, but then it was still super confusing to me and it just happened in an instant and it's like you forget about it immediately, right? And then now you're seeing it again and it all makes sense. Oh, and screaming for him. Or her. The whole he-her thing has been, I assume, incredibly confusing for the people watching during this movie. You'll forgive me for it. Literally running past each other. Oh. Oh, because they're not even seeing each other. What the hell, man?
お前に会いに来たんだ。三葉の口上酒を飲んだんだ。
あれを飲んだ？え？バカ変態！そうだ。それにあんた私の胸触ったやろ。
一回だけだって。
一回だけ。
Yeah, right.
何回でも同じや、アホ。
あ、すまん。
I love these little mannerisms that these characters have. It's also something that I always see in Attack on Titan, and it's, I don't know, it's always really charming to me.
名前書いとこうぜ。
Now they get to physically actually write down a message on each other's hands. Oh, that went quick. Ah, I love the editing there. Wow, did not even get the time.
名前は三葉。君の名前は。あ。お前は。
Forgot it again? This better not be where it's kind of going to end now, though, because that would be tragic as hell. Well, that part worked. And now they're hearing all the alarms go off. Damn. That looked kind of brutal.
目が覚めても忘れないようにさ。名前書いとこうぜ。
And now she sees the name again, or what? Right, is that like not the site we saw in the very beginning as well? Damn. Was it her though, or was it just somebody who looked like her?
ただ、あの彗星をめぐって起きた出来事に、一時期、俺は妙に心を惹かれていた。彗星の片割れが一つの町を破壊した大災害。しかし町の住人のほとんどが奇跡的に無事だった。一体何がそれほど気になっていたのか、自分でももう理由はよくわからない。あの町に知り合いがいたわけでもないのに。
それからテッシーさ、式までにヒゲ剃ってよね。私も3キロ痩せるでさ。
Oh wow. That's both the friends, I think, right? Who are literally there. And that's them, wow. Yeah, I'm assuming we're really like working up towards the end here, but it's been like really surprisingly subtle. I really like that though.
ずっと誰かを
探していた。
俺、君をどこかで。
私も。君の名前は。
That's so beautiful, man, because wow, yeah, that's great. That's great. Because now suddenly it was like they were complete strangers to each other, and then yeah, had to find the courage there to just make a remark, I guess. And then she was very glad about it too. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was fantastic. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. You know, if this is to be kind of an introduction to, you know, anime movies for me, and this is kind of what I can expect moving forward, then lots of good stuff is basically ahead of me, right? And I don't know, it was such a beautiful standalone story. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. The last 20 minutes or so, honestly, also had me really quiet, in all honesty, because I just really liked how subtly everything was being wrapped up. And, you know, I think Taki mentioned, because, you know, basically that last part takes place a couple years later, right? And so both of them seem to have kind of, I guess, forgotten, right? Or, you know, they don't, like, I think Taki literally said something about he feels this sense of having lost something, but he can't quite put his finger on what, right? And so I just thought that was so fantastically well done, how they then, you know, actually they came across each other a couple of times there, right? And they can sense something, but they, at the same time, yeah, I mean, they don't actually remember each other, and so it's a little bit weird, right? And they, at the very end, in that final ending sequence, like I mentioned in the reaction, but he kind of then had to find the courage to just approach her and say, like, don't I know you from somewhere, right? And she felt the exact same way, obviously, but that must be so weird saying that to somebody when you're not completely, you can't be completely sure about that and stuff, right? So I really enjoyed that. I remember in the beginning of the movie, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit sort of confused because I was really trying to figure out what would be kind of important to the story. So, you know, and everything happened very rapidly. Like, I know that obviously in the beginning we already got a couple of scenes teased there that would very much be important later on, like the comet crashing, the encounter that they had on the train where she gave him kind of the ribbon, or, you know, she, got rid of that and stuff, right? Yeah, and then in the beginning, you know, we first follow Mitsuha and her kind of personal life, and we see the dad running for mayor again and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so what is this all gonna lead into, and what is important here, and what do I need to remember? You know, I always, I don't know. I always feel like I can tend to be a little bit impatient, really wanting to get something immediately, right? And so with this, you know, I had to wait a little bit for it to finally start making sense, I guess. And it was about half an hour in where things kind of loosened up, because then the story suddenly became super focused, and it was just like, okay, we're following these two characters and their daily activities and stuff, and that's all fun. And then I was really into it, and then later, getting back to those scenes, it started making sense. So yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed it. I do once again have to give a massive shout out to the art style, because that's the thing that honestly might have stood out. You know, I mean, along with the story, that stood out the most to me, because I just thought it was so beautiful. I mean, the colors were so vivid. The landscapes and everything, and the way it was all portrayed was so, yeah, like large in scale and stuff, right? And, you know, I only have Attack on Titan right now as kind of reference material, because this is basically the only anime stuff that I've seen now, Attack on Titan and this movie. And, yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, I don't want to be rude in saying it or something, but I just thought that the art style here was like more impressive, in all honesty. But then again, I also understand that this is a standalone movie, like I said, of only about 1.5 hours in length. And Attack on Titan obviously is like, there's way more episodes. And I still don't know by myself what the process is like of actually making something like this. So, but I can imagine, obviously, again, because they had, less time overall that they needed to put into this movie. You know what I mean, right? The movie in length is less long. So because of that, I imagine much more effort can also go into each individual scene and stuff. And I, again, thought that it was beautifully made. You know, just the shots of the comet and stuff rising out from the sky and everything. Man, I was very, very impressed with that. Yeah, I think that basically is all that I can really say. I thought it was beautiful, and like I said, a fantastic entry into anime movies for me. And I can only hope that the next movies I will be checking out in the same genre will be able to kind of achieve similar things and do the same for me, right? So very much looking forward to that, though. Like I said, should you want to actually watch the full-length reaction, that one will be up on Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. The next 4 movie reactions, which I mentioned in the intro, will also be up there for you to check out right now if you want to. That way you support my channel, which of course is very much appreciated, and you can just watch a bunch of content right now, should you want to. But with that being said, hope you enjoyed my reaction. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments and give me some suggestions, recommendations for movies or series that you would like me to check out in the future on this channel. And then for now, I want to thank you a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.